Hey everyone, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. So happy that you're here to spend time with me because we have a full body strength Pilates and we're doing it completely standing up today. So make sure you have your mat, make sure you have some water and your pair of dumbbells, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our warm up. So we're going to go ahead and start with our neck. So begin by dropping that chin down to your chest. Bringing your ear over to your shoulder, head all the way back, ear to your other shoulder, and chin down to your chest, keeping those shoulders down and away from the rest of your body. Let's get one more nice big circle in here. Good. Once you bring that chin back down to your chest, let's go the other direction. So bringing your ear over the other way, head back behind you. This always feels so good. And we're going to do another big circle just to make it even with that other side. Good. Once you bring that chin back down to your chest, go ahead and bring your head back up to a neutral position. We're going to bring it to our shoulders. So inhaling those shoulders up and exhale as you roll them back. We're going to bring them up and back. Good. Really moving our shoulders through our full range of motion here as much as we can. Let's go two more before we reverse directions. Last one. Good. From here, same thing, opposite way. So up and forward, up and forward. Nice job. Just warming up those muscles here. Good. Last two. Beautiful. Good. From here, I'm just going to bring my arms straight out. I'm going to pull one knee up to my chest, pointing that toe and pulling it back in towards neutral. So left knee up and towards neutral. Up and neutral. Just getting a little march in here, using those arms to help my balance. Good. We're going to keep going here, making sure you're pulling that knee up towards your center as much as possible. We're going to add in the arms here. So we're going to bring the arms in, and as we lift one knee, we're going to open those arms out, in and down, out and down. Good. Just bringing a little bit of arm movement to this position here. Nice job. Good. Let's go. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Go ahead and bring it to the back half of your mat. We're going to inhale as we bring a little bend in your knees, sweeping those arms up, overhead, reaching those fingertips to the ceiling. And as you exhale, diving those arms down to the ground, down to your feet. Then pulling your hands up to your shins, pulling through that crown of your head into a halfway lift. Then as you exhale, you're going to bring those hands back down and gently roll up. So that's one repetition, but we're going to do a few more. So slight bend, arms up overhead. Exhale it down, straight legs. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale the hands back down and roll it up. Good. We're going to keep a nice smooth pace here. Taking a moment at each position in the stretch to fully feel it. Good. Let's go 2 more times. Beautiful. Just warming up these muscles here. And last one. And down. And release all the way up. Beautiful. Hopefully you feel those muscles starting to warm up a tiny bit. So like I said, this is a full standing Pilates class. So engaging our core is going to be even more important. It's always, always important. But a little reminder that when we're standing, we have our full body weight loaded. We have to make sure that that core is engaged, okay? So when doing this, this is what I want you to feel throughout the entire class today. So I need your hips to be tucked under themselves, and I need your belly button to be pulled in towards your spine. I don't just mean sucking in, but pulling everything in and up. So what you can do is pretend like you're blowing out a birthday candle while touching your stomach, and you can kind of feel that hardness. That is basically your protective layer around your core. So this feeling that you're having right now is you engaging your core. So that's what we want to try to hold throughout the class. So when I say something like make sure your core is engaged, you can do that simple and tuck and pull to make sure that everything is nice and held together. Sound good? All right, we're going to go ahead and grab your dumbbells here, and we're going to get in our first position, which is a sumo position. So go ahead and go in the middle of your mat, probably facing me will be the easiest. You're wider than shoulder width, and your toes are pointed out. Hands are going to come right in the middle, and we're going to get into some sumo squats. Let's start nice and slow together. So you're going to inhale as you drop those dumbbells towards the ground and knees point out right over your toes. And as you exhale, you're going to squeeze up through your heels and glutes. So you're inhaling it down and exhaling it up. Good. Let's just get the groove here a little bit. So just a reminder, I know we just got started, but that core is engaged and you're pulling those knees over your toes. Good. Inhale down and exhale up. Beautiful. Squeezing your glutes. We're opening our hips a little bit more here, and those shoulders are rolled down and back. Nice job. Now, as we get a couple more in here, we're going to get ready to add in a nice big pulse to this sumo squat, all right? I'm not talking about a little pulse. I'm talking about a big one. All right, so let's do 2 more here. So this is 1. This is 2. Good. On our next one, we're going to bring it down. We're going to do 1 big pulse before we bring it up, all right? So we're down, pulse, down, up, down, pulse, down, up. You're essentially doing a sumo squat and a half when doing this. So hopefully you're feeling those glutes and legs fire up almost immediately. All right, good. Let's do a few more before we add on this next movement. We got 2 more. Don't forget to breathe. Beautiful. Good. From here, let's do 1 more big juicy pulse. So you're up. Arms are going to come right up overhead as you exhale and press. So back down. Big juicy pulse. Exhale, press overhead and down. Pulse. Up overhead and down. And pulse. And up, down, and pulse. Keep it going. Make sure that core is engaged, hips are forward, belly button's pulled in. Beautiful. Keep it going. We're almost there. Good, good, good. Good. Almost. Keep it moving. Hips stay nice and low. Arms press up overhead. Let's do 2 more. This is 1. And 2, bring it up to 10 overhead press. So down and we're up. Down, up. Good. That's 2. This is 3. Is your core engaged? Hips are forward. Beautiful. All right, we're already halfway. 6, 7, last 3. We got this. Just getting started here. And 10. Good. Go ahead and bring those arms down. We're keeping those legs right where they are, and we are going to bring it into a lateral lunge. So I'm going to lean into my right leg as I drop those dumbbells down towards the mat, and I'm going to squeeze up through my heel and my right glute to bring myself back up to a neutral position. So I'm inhaling through my nose down and exhaling up. Nice and controlled. We are shifting all of this tension into your glute and hamstring. So you want to make sure when you're doing this, you're trying to stay seated upright as much as possible. So don't think so much about a forward fold. Doesn't matter how low your dumbbells come. You want to think about how low your hip is coming into the ground. So we're dropping that hip low like we're sitting in a chair. And exhale as we come up. Actively squeezing your glutes at the top. All right, let's get about 3 more in here just to make sure we really got the groove. This is 2. Last one. So from here, we're going to pull those hands up to your shoulders into a bicep curl, then back down by our thighs. Into that lateral lunge, press up, curl, lower, and lunge. Good. Pull up, curl, lower, and lunge. You got it. Curl, lower, lunge. Yes. Good. Everything's nice and controlled. The dumbbells always look light until we start adding in a lot of repetitions, right? And curl, lower, lunge. Good. So we're just going to get a couple more of this combo in, and then we're going to be doing 4 at a time. All right, so right now we're doing 1 by 1. We're going to do it a couple times, 4 by 4. So let's go one more time, 1 by 1. So 1 lunge, 1 curl. Now we got 4 lunges. So we're down for 1, press up. 2, press up. 3, 1 more. Get ready for those 4 curls. We're curling up. That's 1, 2. Beautiful. Last 2. Get ready for that lunge. Bring it back down. For 1, squeeze those glutes. 2. Last 1. Back to that curl up. Good. We're going to do 1 more superset of this. This is 3. Back to those lunges. 1 more time. So we're lunging down, up. 2. Good. 3. 1 more. Squeeze up into those curls for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold up. From here, we're going to go right into our next layer, which is going to be a variation of Warrior 2. So let's do it slow together. So we're going to press those arms up overhead, just like we did earlier, but palms are going to flip away and open up towards the ground as I bring my right knee over my right toes, looking over my front right dumbbell into a Warrior 2. Are you with me here? So now we're going to reverse this motion. I'm going to flip my palms up, bring those hands back together and straighten that front leg and pull those arms down. Let's do it slow 1 more time. So we're going to press those arms up, flip the palms, look over that right dumbbell as I bend that right knee. Now I'm going to press back up through my right foot, flip those dumbbells, and pull it in. Good, let's go again. So we're up, flipping and settling. Sometimes it's a little easier when we go a little bit quicker because you can kind of find that flow, if you will. So we're up, exhale, and bring it back in. Good. Now, as you guys do this, I really want you to think about pressing that right knee into a nice low bend. All right, good. Yes, you guys got it. Let's go a couple more times before we add in that next layer. Good. I'm already feeling that heart rate go up, guys. Beautiful. All right, this is going to be our last one before we add in the next layer. So let's go together. We're up. We're through pressing into our Warrior 2. Now hold here. Don't straighten those legs up on me. We're all here together. My right forearm is going to come in on top of my right thigh, and my left arm is going to sweep over. Okay, so from here, I'm going to sweep that left arm back. I'm going to press through my right leg to bring that arm back up into warrior two, and we're just reversing that motion. So palms flip together and in that neutral position. Let's go slow one more time before we find that flow. So we're pressing up into that warrior two, forearm to thigh, arm overhead, and just reversing that motion. Good. Let's go again. So we're up, warrior two, forearm to thigh as we sweep, reversing that motion. Press up. Beautiful. Let's go 3 more. We got this. Nice and controlled. Make sure you're lowering that hip. Good. Last 2 here. Press up. Lower. Oh, you guys are doing such a great job. Doesn't it feel so cool when we get like a good little flow going here? 1 more full one. Pull up overhead. Flip. And together. Nice job. All right, we're into our next layer. We're switching it up on you again, all right? Don't worry, you got this. You're crushing it. So from here, we're going to press up and in to that warrior two. But from here, I want you to pull your left back foot to turn towards the front as you bring your hands together, and you're now in a low lunge, all right? So from your low lunge, we're going to straighten that back leg. And as you straighten your back leg, you're going to extend those arms back into a tricep extension. I know that was a lot, but you're going to get it because we're going to find that flow. So let's bring it back. Those hands together. Place that heel back on the ground. And arms into that warrior two. Good. Flip. And back together. Let's go slow again. All movement's good movement, so no worries if it wasn't perfect. We're going to get it together. So press up overhead. Into that warrior two. Left foot flips as you dip into a lunge. Press behind you as you extend those arms. Back down into that lunge. Press up overhead into that warrior two. And back. Woo, together. That was all 1 repetition. Let's do that again, just a couple more times. So press up into the warrior two. Left foot flips into that lunge. Extending into that tricep extension, back into a lunge, up overhead into warrior two, and back together. Let's go 1 more time like that. So we're up into the warrior two, flip, extend, back down to that lunge, and into the warrior two. From here, stay right here. Let's go right back into that lunge. So we're lunging, extending, back into that lunge, into that warrior two, right back into that lunge. We got this. Lunge, extend, lunge, warrior two, into that lunge, extend, lunge. Beautiful. Can we go a few more times, keeping the same pace that I'm going right here? I think you can. Beautiful. Lunge, extend, lunge. All right, 1 more full time, just like this. You got it. All right, from here, into warrior two, we're just, and hold it here with me, we're just going to alternate from the lunge to tricep extension. So bring it down into that lunge, extend into that tricep extension. Lunge, and exhale, extension. Lunge, extension. Good. We're trying to keep our body weight into that front leg. Exhale as you press up, squeezing the back of your arms right here. Good. All right, you guys. I know I say all right a lot. Sorry. Can't help it. We're going to go into our 4x4. So let's bring it into 4 lunges. So we're down for 1, up, 2, up, 3, you know what's coming next. We got 4 tricep extensions. So we're leaning forward, bring it back for 1, 2, 3, 4. We're dropping it for 4 lunges. 1, 2, nice job, that looks great. 3, 4, bring it forward, 4 extensions for 1, 2, 3, one more time, you guys, you can do this. Drop it down for 1, 2, 3, 4, bend that front leg into that extension for 1, 2, 3, 4, beautiful. Now we're almost there, but not quite yet. This is going to challenge our balance. Let me scooch this way a little bit. So from here, we're going to inhale as you drop into that lunge. Now as you exhale, I want you to lift that back leg off the ground at the same time of extending those arms up. So you're going to inhale, drop into that lunge. Exhale, extend up. We're just going to do this a few times, so go ahead right with me. Let's try to get this together. Now don't forget engaging that core. That's going to help with your balance here. Pulling that belly button to spine. Extend and squeeze. Inhale down. Exhale, extend and squeeze. Can we go 3 more times? Yes, we can. Exhale up for 3. And lower. And lower. One more. Stay with me. Up 1. And we're down. Let's pulse that lunge for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 10, 9, 8. Almost there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And gently press up. Shake out that right leg. Give that right leg a pat on the back. That was amazing, guys. I'm breathing heavy if you can't tell. That is tough for me as well. Hopefully you can't hear too much of my nasaliness. I'm getting over a bit of a cold, so I'm hoping that the microphone doesn't pick up too much of that. So you guys just finished this side. We're going to get that left side going, and you guys are done, all right? And then you're done. We've come so far. We got to finish strong over here, all right? So shake that leg out. This is your time to grab a drink if you need it. We are going to bring it back to that sumo position. That right butt cheek, all right, and that right thigh is hopefully feeling it right now. Probably your calf a little bit too from all of that stabilizing. But now we got to work that left side. So we're wider than shoulder width apart, and those toes are pointing out. Hands are right in the middle. So now you're going to be dropping to your left side. All right. So all right. So as we inhale, we're going to drop those dumbbells down. And as we exhale, driving through your heel and glute back up. So inhale, drop. Exhale, together. Good. Inhale, drop. And just as a reminder, like I said on the other side, it's not about bringing the dumbbells to the ground. I want you to think about dropping your hip or your glute to the ground as if you're sitting in a chair. That way you're doing more of that lunge or squatting position over just a forward fold and actively squeezing your glute at the top of every single repetition. Let's do a few more, and then we're going to add in that next layer, which is your curl. So let's go for 3. And exhale. Inhale down. 2, one more. From here, curling those hands to your shoulders, lower into that lunge. Beautiful. Hand to shoulder, lower, and lunge. Good. Nice job. Don't forget to breathe. Now everything's nice and controlled. If you're like, Sarah, this is too easy for me. Well, you can always go heavier in the weight, but also mind to muscle connection is a very powerful thing. So if you need to drop those hips a little bit lower in that lunge, or if you need to actively squeeze your glute more or actively squeeze those biceps more on that curl, that makes a really big difference. It really does. Let's get a couple more in here for 2, and then we're going to do our 4x4 variation. So let's go one more, 1 by 1, down for 1, and curl. Now we have 4 lunges. So we're inhaling down and squeeze, down and squeeze. Good, that's 2. This is 3. 4 curls. We're up for 1. Lower, lower, good. 3, 4, back to those lunges. We're down and up, down, up, good. 3, back to those curls. We're up, 2, 3, you guys are crushing it. We have 1 more superset, so back to those lunges for 1, 2, 3, 1 more set of biceps, 4, and we're curling in for 1, 2, engage that core, hips are forward, 3, last one, 4, all right, from here, all right, I can't stop myself. From here, keep those arms closed, palms facing each other. We're gonna go into slow warrior 2 just to get the groove of the other side. So we're gonna press those arms up overhead. Now left toe reaches the left side of your mat. You're opening, flipping those palms to face the ground, and that left knee is opening over your left toe before you flip those palms. Press through that left heel and bring everything down and in together. Let's do that slow 1 more time. So you're pressing up, flip, open your toe, left knee opens over that big toe, flip it, and bring it back together. Let's go a little bit more as a flow to see if we can get just that nice little groove going together and in and up. Exhale, flip, and in. I think you got it. I can feel it. And open, together. Now remember, we're sitting those hips low as we can. The more you're able to sit those hips, with good form of course, the more you're going to feel it in those muscles. Good. Exhale, flip, and together. Can we go a few more times before we add in that other layer? Yes, we can. This is going to be 3 and up. Beautiful. This is going to be 2 and up. 1 more. Good. From here, we're going to go back into that warrior 2. So make sure core is engaged, pulling up through the crown of your head. We're going to press up. Warrior 2. Now from here, that left forearm is going to come in to that left thigh. You're going to reach that right arm up overhead, staying low, and we're slowly going to reverse the motion here. So pushing through your left leg to bring those arms back into warrior 2, and just like so, pressing that leg back up into that neutral position. Let's do that slow like that 1 more time. So we're pressing up, lowering into warrior 2, forearm to thigh, reaching over and reversing that motion, pressing through that left leg. Yes, you got it, good. Let's find that flow. Forearm to thigh as we sweep over and back to center. Good. And we're up. Sweep, forearm to thigh. Beautiful, you got it. A couple more times. You guys are literally crushing this right now. This is tough. We're using our coordination skills, we're using our memory. We're trying to keep that form amazing while engaging our core and working all of those muscles. Good. Let's go for 2 more. Up overhead. Press through. And together, last full one. Up. Warrior two. Sweep. Back. And together. You got that layer done and dusted. On to the next layer. So we're going to press up and we're going to sweep over to warrior two once again. So that left foot's going to open up and that left arm is going to open up as you drive that knee over. All right, from here, back leg is going to come in as we drop that knee into a low lunge. So we're here, opening back up to a warrior two and pressing everything up together and in. Let's do that again all together. One big movement to start. So sweep into that warrior two, switching that back leg to drop into that lunge, back into that warrior two, press everything up and in. One more full one like that. So we're up into the warrior two, drop into that lunge, back into that warrior two, up and together. Good. From here, just switching like we did on the other side from warrior two into that lunge. So you're up, drop into that warrior two, into the lunge, and into warrior two, into your lunge, and into warrior two. Good. Lunge, warrior two. You got it. A couple more times before we add in that tricep extension layer. So let's go for 3 and lower, and 2 and lower. One more. Out, lower into that lunge. From here, you're extending that back leg out into that tricep extension. So you're lowering down into that lunge, straighten that back leg and extend. Lowering and extending. Yes, this one's really gonna work that front left leg here. Woo, I'm feeling it. I'm in a really warm room right now, and I don't know about you guys, but I am sweating, and it feels great. Exhale and extend. Inhale, lower, and exhale. All right, you guys, we are nearing the finish line here, so you know what's coming next. We got that 4 by 4. So let's get a couple more, just like so. So we're lunging, exhale, extend. 2 more like this. Inhale down, exhale, 1 more. From here, we got 4 full lunges. So we're bringing it down and extend. That's 1. This is 2. 3, 1 more. 4, good. Get a good bend in that front leg. We're extending back for 1. 2, bring it in. 3, keep that front leg bent. 4, we're dropping it into a lunge. We're down for 1. 2, 3, 4. Get that bend in that front leg, extending back for 1. Squeeze the back of those arms. 3, 4. We're back to those lunges one more time. We're down for 1. 2, 3, 4. Good. Last time in that tricep extension. Bend that leg forward. We're back for 1. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Bring it back down to that lunge. We got that balance challenge. So pressing through this front leg. As we exhale, we're lifting that back leg off the ground, squeezing the back of your arms as you exhale, and inhale, dropping it back. So exhale, we're pressing through. Remember, this is where that core engagement really gets put to the test. Are we squeezing that belly button in through your spine? And inhale, drop. Exhale, up. And inhale, drop. Exhale, up. Inhale, drop. You got it. We're back. And we're down. We got 4 more. We're back. That's 4. Almost there, you guys. 3, 2, 1 more full one. We're up, nice and controlled, and we're dropping into that lunge. And this time, instead of pulsing, we're gonna bring it forward, and we got 10 tricep extension. So that was 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, bend forward, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're holding 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And gently press yourself back up to a standing position. You can go ahead and drop your dumbbells off to the side. High five yourself. You absolutely just crushed that. Let's cool down just for a couple minutes. Make sure you cool down those muscles. All right. So I'm going to face this way and drive one heel into the ground, one hand on top of the other. We're going to keep it all standing since we've come this far, and reach your hands towards your toes. This supporting leg is nice and bent. You should feel a nice stretch through the back of your legs here. And taking a few deep breaths, sinking into this stretch. Beautiful. And go ahead and come back up. Other heel's going to drive into the ground. Other hand on top. Bend that supporting leg as you reach towards your toes. You can let your head fall in. Take a deep breath. Good, and go ahead and come up. Let's bring that right foot to the center again. Left foot is going to step behind you, and I want you to drop that heel down to the ground. So toes and knees are pointed forward, hands on your hips. Drive that right knee over that right toe and squeeze those hips forward. Keeping that back heel down, you should feel a nice stretch in your hips. And if you keep your heel down, you should feel it in your calf as well. So let's hold this for a big breath. One more. Good. From here, you can press right through that right leg to pull that left heel up into your glute, keeping those knees parallel, taking a big breath. Beautiful. Go ahead and extend. Left leg in front, right foot steps back, knees and toes facing forward. Bend that front knee as much as you can. Depending on how flexible you are, you might have to go a little bit wider, but you're pressing those hips forward, squeezing this back glute. The more you squeeze it forward, the more you bend that left leg forward, you should feel a nice stretch in this front hip flexor, this right one. And if your heel's down, feeling it nice along your calf. So let's do a big breath here. One more. Beautiful. Go ahead and press through that front leg and pull that heel into your glute. Nice stretch in your quad. Make sure your knees are parallel. Try not to let your knee come in front or too far behind. So pull in and gently release. Let's do one for your shoulders as well. So pull arm over. You're going to hook on your forearm, not over your elbow joint, and pull in. And taking those deep breaths when we exhale and really breathe into that stretch, it's really going to help with that flexibility. Nice job. And let's switch to the other side. Cross over the forearm and pull in. All right, any other stretch you would like to do, please feel free. I'm so proud of you. You did an amazing job. Thank you so much for spending this 35 minutes with me and doing this intense standing Pilates workout with weights. You just made yourself stronger. You just made yourself more mobile. You just dedicated time to your body and mind, and I could not be more proud of you. I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Great job, and I will see you next time.